Okay, good afternoon, Appliance Bootcamp, family and friends. This is Mike Sneed coming to you from our new location. We still haven't got all the studio stuff set up. We're in the process of moving the stuff. So in the next couple of days, we'll be moving furniture, moving appliances, getting everything set up, and moving them over into the new location. So our broadcast on Thursday should have all our equipment and stuff in it. So this one right here, I got to kind of do it from the cell phone because we're no longer in the old building. We actually have to be out of there by the end of the week. So I got the guys actually breaking stuff down and moving stuff over here all week. So here go where we at. But this is going to be good. It's still going to be a good video. Like I say, I'm very happy because we're in the new building now. And I'm just ecstatic to be here in the building that we all put together. We built it with our own hands. In the next couple of days, we're gonna be out here. I'm gonna give y'all a little tour once we get the furniture and stuff kind of set up and get things pushed in, get things a little bit better for the tour. I'll give y'all a little first tour, and then probably either Thursday or Monday, I'm gonna set the date for our actual open house. So I'm gonna set the date, give everybody enough time if they want to come to the open house, so they can actually come. So I'm gonna set the date for the open house either this Thursday. I'm gonna probably do it this Thursday. I'm gonna set the date for the open house. I think JT is gonna be here this Thursday. Like I say, the first time I do it with the YouTube setup stage and all that. I want to have my man JT here because, like I said, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here at all. So if JT is coming this Thursday, I'm going to announce the date of the actual open house and stuff when he's here. Or if he comes Monday, I'll wait until Monday to do it. So that's what we're going to do. Still getting off the high of the Asties. You probably see some of the videos and stuff I'm putting out. I got a lot of footage. So over the next couple of days, you're going to see me releasing footage from the actual Asties. And what I want to do with the Asties videos, I kind of want to give you, show you what it looks behind the doors and how it looks when the deals actually go down. And this kind of ties into to our actual topic tonight too, is can we compete? A lot of times, and this broadcast, it's going to be kind of geared to African Americans. I'm an African American, and right now I'm seeing a lot of videos coming out about some videos I don't like. They're starting to come out where I'm thinking I feel like people are actually beating us up quite a bit. So this is going to be something I kind of want to address, and that's why I do ask these videos. A lot of times when as African Americans, we don't get to go and see behind the scenes of when the deals are actually getting made, and we get secondhand information from people, and people are telling us this is what happens, that's what's happening. Some stuff it might happen like that in corporate America. I ain't been in corporate America in about 20 years, but I know as for me as an actual entrepreneur and owning my own business. Some of that stuff don't look nothing like that. That's why I'm showing you all behind the scenes what it looks like. I want y'all to see exactly. I'm not going to tell you all what happens at the Asties and stuff. I'm going to actually let you look at it with your own two eyes. And there, as an actual African American business owner, you get away from the gatekeepers. You no longer have nobody telling you what to do and being a gatekeeper. A lot of times as African Americans in corporate America, a lot of times you hear African American men talk about they the only African American up in some place. I'm the only African American that actually in this situation. So you gotta listen to me because I've been there. You haven't been there. And a lot of times that tells me that you might have been the gatekeeper. if you got there and you were there 15, 20 years and you still the only African American that's getting to get there. Most of the time, the reason you're there, you're the gatekeeper. You're the one who actually keeps the other African Americans from actually getting in. A lot of times, when I hear people say that, a lot of times, as you saw with the Ashleys and stuff, we're actually talking. You talking to the VPs, you talking to the presidents, you talking to sometimes the owners of actual major corporations. And the people who are in the room, they're not nobody there making no $100,000 and stuff like that. I don't like to tell people personal stuff, but I know some people's financials. They have told them to me, and I know whatchamacall, the guy, Doctor Appliance that you were looking at. He I ain't gonna say he makes seven figures. I'll tell you that. And you see him. If anybody say they saw Doctor Appliance at the Asties and whatnot, he ain't the only one. It's many millionaires walking around, and many of them. It ain't just one or two. Majority of the people in there, I don't think nobody in there, if they've been in business over 2 or 3 years, make over 150, make less than 150, 200,000 a year. But you could throw a rock and hit millionaires everywhere. You can hit millionaires everywhere. So it ain't somebody who ain't making no money. And if you saw Appliance Doctor, if you was there, he kind of remind you of Russell Simmons. Every time you look, he got a different cane go on. He's cool, collected. He dressed how he wants. Same thing with everybody. You saw the people there. Everybody dressed the way they want. Nobody's care about what your hair look like. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about if you got a beard. Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares what kind of clothes and stuff you have on. And we are the owners. We are the owners and the people who owns the companies. Now, if you talk to some of the owners and you talk to them about their technicians, I found out a lot of them don't want the technicians smoking marijuana, and they want the technicians and the people within the business to portray a certain image and stuff. But the owners themselves don't do it. They do what they want to do. So that's why I'm always hesitant when people, especially with African Americans, we always try to tell people, in order to get this position, you got to cut your hair. You're not really, it's not really competing. They want you to assimilate. And a lot of times that's what the gatekeeper is for. The gatekeeper is there to actually make sure that anybody else coming behind him, African Americans, that they have to actually confirm and assimilate to assimilate to the people who assimilate to the way that assimilate, not because the upper management and stuff cares. It's because the gatekeeper themselves cares. They're afraid that if you come in, that you're gonna you're gonna be doing something that's gonna make it look bad on them, make them think they think, they're gonna let somebody in and he's gonna be African American, he's gonna do something embarrass me, and I don't want that. I want to make sure that I get somebody who's not gonna be streaky clean and who's gonna assimilate, not gonna rock any boats, and not gonna be himself. And just toe the line. So that's why I'm going to be here and actually become the gatekeeper. And a lot of times when you do that, God has given everybody specific qualities and stuff to make their way through life. And if you start stripping me of my talents and gifts that makes me the unique person that I am, then I'm whatchamacall. I'm no longer. My competitive advantage is gone. I whatchamacall. I don't have no more competitive advantage over anybody else. It's this one guy from Fred's Appliance, Adam. I remember about 10 years ago when Adam first came on the scene. Adam was whatchamacall. He was young. He was probably about 18, 19. And I remember he came up to teach this class. And I remember when he comes up, here he is. He's this little 18-year-old guy. If you see him at the Aspies, he's still the same. He hasn't changed. And that's what make Adam so good. He's probably 20. He can't be more than 24, 25 right now. But he has so much respect across the industry. It is crazy because he's himself. He's unique. I remember he coming to teach this class, and he got his hair spiked and sticking up, and he's saying like sweet and yo and wearing shades. And I'm thinking, what this young kid know about anything? But when he started to teach and give impact his wisdom and knowledge, everybody was in awe. Just like, damn, this young guy right here, he's brilliant. And his whole the whole aura about his whole personality and stuff comes out. and that comes out, and it makes him so much better that if he wasn't, I think if corporate America got to him and tried to strip him of that, he wouldn't be as creative as he is now. He's brilliant. I'll be honest, he's brilliant. And I think you have to excuse the heat and air coming on. I think that just because of all that stuff that makes him up, that makes Adam who he is, that's what makes him brilliant. But what happened with Adam, because he's like third generation, maybe fourth generation in in their company, I think he might be the grandson or the great grandson of the actual founder. He didn't have to go to nobody else, and nobody stripped him down to ask for no job. And that's our problem. Our problem is whenever I see these things come up where people say, I don't want to cut my hair, because we know it ain't right. No man want no other man telling him how to cut his hair and how to shave if he got to cut his beard or anything like that. But we know it's not right. But as soon as somebody say, I just don't feel like that's right, that I should have to change everything about me. Change everything, how I dress, how I walk, everything about me. I gotta assimilate and confirm to somebody. The first thing people say, well, go start your own business. Don't nobody want to hear that. They say, nah, you ain't got no job to give nobody. Where you gonna get a job at? No African American man gonna give you no job. Where you gonna go make $60,000, $100,000 a year at? And that's the problem. The problem is that we don't never take the option of saying, fuck it, I ain't gonna do it no more. I'm gonna go create my own job and live my life the way I want to live. Once you do that, then the people coming behind you don't have to go through that being marginalized and being just pushed down, having the manhood taken. I can't imagine somebody telling me now how to dress, what time to get up, and when I can go on vacation. I can't do that. The same thing with my wife. Now, my wife just went back to work, and I still have a major problem with her going back to work. But she wants to go to work, so I say, okay, go to work. But I know, and she know that she don't have to go to work, because I don't want nobody telling my wife what time she got to get up. I don't want nobody telling her that. I want her to get up when she want to get up, or fine. I don't want to have to be nobody telling her. But she works because she likes to work, and I like I said, I have a hard time dealing with that. But I realized with us as African Americans, all the stuff that we've been through is whatchamacallit. We're gonna have psychological problems. Good Lord, it's a wonder we still here. So yeah, she even though she doesn't have to go to work, and I make plenty of money, so she doesn't have to. But the psychological damage that came through slavery and Jim Crow and all that other stuff, that has actually played a part in the fact that why she still have to go to work. And I think that's what's going on with that Meghan Markle or whoever. I said, good Lord, I'm seeing it over there. She done hit the jackpot. She done married a prince, and she still want to go to work, want to earn her own money. So I said, she still got that problem. I know my wife gonna have that problem where she feel like she need to go to work and earn their own money. It's just something that was just been ingrained in us. So I know that, hey, I'm a generation. I make it so maybe my daughter will see it and say, hey, maybe mom didn't have it quite right. If I meet if my husband is doing things and I don't have to go to work, I'm not going to work. I'm going to just stay there and work with my husband or support his needs. I'm not going out to work no more. All right. The other thing that people are talking about. Some people are talking about if you have a small business. In the African American community, we don't never see that many businesses. So we don't know what a small business is capable of actually doing, or what a small businessman, a true small businessman, what he's able to do with such a small amount of resources. We only thing we see is the huge big businesses, and we think if you're not employing 30 people or 200 people, you ain't the biggest person in the county, then you ain't making no money. That's not true. I've been in business, and I've had over 10 technicians before for a short period of time, but most of my money has been made with just 3 or less technicians. And I can tell you, with three or less technicians, I've lived a very good life. And with three or less technicians, I've been able to pay cash for private school for my kids. I've been able to send pay cash for my daughter to go to college. I've been able to send kids, send extended family. I've been able to send extended family. My nieces and nephews. Some of them they were going to college, not going to college, but they might have been going to a trade school or something. I've been able to tell them, hey, whatever cash that you and your parents can save, I match it. I've been able to send the ones that go to four-year universities. I send them stipends every month, so they get their stipends, so they ain't gotta be out there doing crazy stuff like I was doing, trying to keep money coming in, so I can have money and stuff to eat. They know because their last name Sneed and they're part of my bloodline. They're gonna have some money coming once a month. It ain't gonna be enough to go out there and ball out, but it's enough for them to buy some oodles and noodles and get the personal items and stuff that they need. I've been able to do all of that with just three trucks or less. And what happens when you tell people that, they still thinking you got to be a big business. Now, if just think right now, I've been on YouTube less than 6 months, but I've been doing social media for years. But I was doing it at the wrong platform. I was actually doing it on Facebook. So you seeing me now? I'm gonna start bringing some of those old videos I done years ago. Excuse me. Over here to YouTube, so just to get validation and to prove that, hey, the same thing that I'm saying right here today, I was saying that same thing 10 years ago. And the message hasn't changed. Kind of like Noah saying it's going to rain. I've been saying the same thing for 10 years. I've been preaching the same message for 10 years. It was funny when I got back from the Asties, that the one I posted, that was like 2 or 3 years ago when I came. The last time they were in Tampa for the Asties, when I posted that, and it's the exact same message that I'm preaching now. But anyway, in less than 6 months, look what we done. In less than 6 months, we had at least we was able to put at least 8 to 10 business owners at the Asties. When I went to the Asties, usually it's just maybe 1 or 2 African Americans when I'm there. Now everywhere I looked, I saw African Americans. And at least 8 to 10 people came up to me in private conversations. Some of them I knew because they were alumni. Some of them were alumni from online. I had never seen their face. And some of them had never even been to the online or came to the live events. All they do is just watch the live YouTube feeds, and they went out and took action, and they were there. I had anywhere between 8 to 10 people who came up and said that I introduced them to the appliance repair field in these last 6 months. And it was life-changing, that they're actually making money now, and they had enough money to actually come to the Asties. Now, on the other side of that, they have what they call the Paul McDonald Scholarship for people who want to come to the Asties. And what they normally do, they go out and they try to find appliance repair companies and try to beg them to come to the Asties because we needed more people there. And here it is. For years, we've been going out saying, hey, we'll pay your way for free if you just come one time. Because if you come one time, you'll always come back. And saying, hey, we'll pay your way for free if you would just come one time. And here it is now, where in less than 6 months, we had they only bring in 3 companies. They do that. Now they took up more money, try to get more people. But hey, right now in less than 6 months, we had 8 to 10 new people who had never even been in, didn't even know anything about the appliance repair field. They came to the Asties because of us. So we was able to push that. And this African American guy that's pushing this. So people want to know, can we compete? This is an African American guy who's done this. And also in less than 3 months. In less than 3 months of being on social media and starting this program, we have purchased not one, but we have purchased 2 commercial buildings. We bought the building I'm in now, and we also bought the building next door. So we got this building, and everything we got is totally paid for. We didn't go out and get no loans. We wrote a check for cash and bought it, and it's totally paid for. So we got two commercial buildings, and not only that, but we have renovated one. So the one I'm in now, we renovated it, and I renovated it with unskilled, non-formals. That's another thing people were talking about. Had you been to college and universities and stuff, I renovated it with unskilled, non-formal, educated 18 to 24-year-olds. So the work that you're gonna see when you come here, this from people had never picked up a hammer before. Never been no formal education as we so call it, and they renovated it. I left and came back. I left for a week and came back and they had completed it. So I'm gonna be honest with you. YouTube is YouTube. YouTube is actually trying to pick and choose winners around here. This is something that I've been thinking about it, but YouTube is actually picking and choosing winners. I got the new internet in here, so we got the fastest internet that that you can have in here. But I think YouTube is actually trying to pick and choose winners, because what happened, if I look at my subscriber count hasn't moved in probably 3-4 months. Everybody's not getting notifications and stuff. So they're trying to pick and choose winners. That's why I actually come on at the exact same time to actually kind of try to get across the fact that they're not actually promoting the channel. But if you would, because I think YouTube is picking and choosing winners, if you would just subscribe and share and just let people know about the channel, because I don't think they're promoting it. But anyway, like I said, we renovated this building with 18 to 24-year-olds, unskilled, non-formal, educated, with this. And on top of that, through Appliance Bootcamp, we probably have created more African-American entrepreneurs just over weekends, just having courses over the weekend, than probably all the HBCUs, and probably all the colleges and universities combined in the last 15, 20 years. I know we done created more African-American entrepreneurs because they can't get nobody get a job. We have people quitting jobs. The stuff that they're trying to get people to get, when people leave here, they're quitting those good paying jobs, as they call it, going to whatchamacallit, cause after leaving here, they're not even getting jobs. They actually quitting those jobs, and the universities and stuff can't even get people to get a job. So I know we've created more entrepreneurs in the last 15 to 20 years than probably African American entrepreneurs than the colleges and universities put together. Now, we've done all of this with no grant money from the government. I got less than 3,500. It might have went up a little bit, but less than 3,500 subs and no loans. So that's us competing. That's us competing. I don't know how more you can compete than that. And just think if it was on a fair playing field. If YouTube promoted everybody and whatnot, where we'll be at then if we got promoted like everybody else? Because this is the thing I don't understand. Why? Because the people who's doing this, it seems like every time I turn on, it might be because with YouTube, I click on one feed and they kind of just keep feeding you the same thing. I know that, but I'm looking at the subscribers and stuff that people are having. I'm looking, they got all these subscribers, and all they do is talk about African Americans, and they African Americans. Why on earth will you got all these subscribers, and you spend 90% of your time not uplifting and teaching and helping people get out of bad situations. You spend 90% of your time talking bad about African Americans. You talking bad, and think about it, you talking bad about yourself. Why would you spend that much time just and talking about yourself like you're not African? It's almost like they don't think they're African Americans. I don't know, and maybe that's why they got so many subscribers and have so much stuff going on, because that's what they do. If that was a white supremacy group out here saying the stuff that our men are saying about our women and stuff, and the stuff that they're saying about other African American men, we'll be upset in arms. We be calling everybody to go get their stuff removed. But they sit on there all day long, and every time they come up, they they talking about African Americans, talking about ourselves, and that's the thing I don't understand. Now, if I was a car dealer, and and I was selling Toyotas, and every time that you saw me, I was going. Now I'm selling Toyotas. I got a Toyota dealership, and every time you saw me, I was down. I was talking how bad Toyotas are, and how they not built correctly. All the problems that come up with Toyotas and this and that. And don't never say anything about the good stuff that Toyota does. All I talk about is just the negative all the time. If I hear that and I'm getting ready to go buy a car, am I going to go buy a Toyota? I'm going to say no. The guy who owns the Toyota dealership, he telling me how bad it is. So that's why I need the whatchamacallit. That's why I need to actually not buy it, because because they talking bad about it. Let me see if I can do something about this buffering. Like I say, I got new internet and everything in here, so it shouldn't be buffering. Like I say, YouTube playing its games. Let me know if that's still buffering. Like I say, I got the fastest internet we could get here, so it shouldn't be buffering. If it is, let me know. Okay, it's good. Okay, all right. So what happened? I wouldn't go buy anything from Toyota, because I say the guy who got Toyota, he always talking bad about them. So why would you sit there and do that and just constantly talk bad about the brothers? How can I say that? You're supposed to be building. We're supposed to be building for the next generation. And the people that I'm seeing talking this stuff, I don't see anything that they built. That's what make me mad. Now, if you had went out and built something that, and I say built, I want something tangible, something I can go put my hands on and actually touch it. If I want to see something that you built. If you had went out and actually built something, then yeah, I'll whatchamacallit. I say, okay, he got a right to say. But I haven't seen not anything that they have built. Now, if you're gonna sell me, you're gonna talk shit about me for 3 hours, and then talk about how bad I am. Then you want to sell me a course I guess I don't know, sell me a course to be something that I guess to make me not shit anymore. So you're gonna talk shit about me, then you're gonna sell me a course afterwards to help me not be shit anymore. But I don't never see the results that come from out of these people. Not talking about the results. I want to see, you see the alumni that come out of Appliance Bootcamp. You see them going out there quitting their job. We bring them on, they give testimonials. You see them in the live chat. You see it. You can actually come here and touch this building that we built. So you can this tangible, this stuff that you can actually see, where you can actually come see us actually build this. And we're getting people who's coming, who watch YouTube, who comes off who's traveling through. They'll stop in and just want to see the building. That's why the building is here. They want to come here and actually touch it and be able to say, yeah, it's there. I see it. They're not doing any of that. And that's the other thing too. When you go corporate, when you're in corporate, you don't have the admiration to build anymore, because you don't see no glory in starting from the bottom. They don't see no glory in me sitting in this building the way this building looked when we first got here, they don't see no glory in that. They want to, they like going in corporate into somebody else's building that they've been, like I say, that's been built 3 or 4 generations ago. They didn't see it when the first person got started. They see it now 3 or 4 generations ago, and they thinking, if I can't have that, then I don't want to start and build nothing on my own. I'd much rather go and go into their built up establishment than rather build it on my own. They don't get no admiration. Like here, you see me, I'm in a sweatshirt. I'm dirty because I'm here working and building and stuff. They don't see no admiration. They don't have anything to say. They don't like this process. They think this process they don't want to do. They look at this process as being probably beneath them because they saying this right here is not the quality I want. They want to see what somebody done 3 or 4 generations ago. That's another thing too. When you go to the Ashleys and you actually find out that those companies that you see that got 30 and 40, 50 trucks, they probably a second or third family member to actually get that. That business been passed down. And so you're looking at them comparing yourself to that person instead of you instead of you actually going back and reading the story of the person who actually built it and put it together. You'll find out that person who built it story is more in line to what you're doing, and then you'll know that you're on the right path. But because you're looking at it 30 or 40 generations down, when they're making several $1 million a year. Everything has been established. The building is paid for. They got all the processes and procedures in place. Now you looking at that and you saying that's the way my business should be. And here you are, haven't done business for 5 days yet, but you think you're going to go do that. And you go out and you want to take out a loan and this and that to go into business, and you fail. And I just don't know. But that really had bothered me to see that. And like I say, now I'm on my way back from the airport. I sat down and I talked to one of the Jewish business owners. Him and his wife were sitting down. We were talking, and I was telling them about the Sabbath mode and all that, and we was laughing about it because they're telling. I was telling them the time when I didn't know anything about the Sabbath, and I didn't know you couldn't mix the dairy and the beef products and stuff. So they weren't laughing because what I've done. They're just because I didn't know anything about it. That is very serious in their culture not to mix those items. So that's very serious. But it's the fact they're laughing at my ignorance that I didn't know anything about it. So I was come to find out that her husband actually worked with the manufacturers to actually put the Sabbath mold in. He told them exactly what had to be done, how it's supposed to operate and all that. And so we went more in depth in talking about it. So I just had questions. I'm asking them, but what you do about your kids when they go to school? And what she told me, she said, we send our kids to private Jewish schools. And the reason why they done that is because they they don't want their kids to be subjected to somebody thinking that their religion and their beliefs are not in the mainstream. So what they do, they say, hey, we're gonna build stuff for our own kids, and we raise them the way we want to be raised. And that Jewish guy, they didn't work on the Sabbath. They didn't work on Saturdays, but they worked on Sundays. So that was their way of fighting back, I guess. They said other people's businesses work on Saturdays and off on Sundays, which we consider, a lot of mainstream considers Sunday to be Sabbath, but they don't. So they just reversed it. They say, it's my business. I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. I'm not going to work Saturdays, but I'm going to make them work on Sundays. But that's what you can do when you own the business. Her husband had the long beard. He wore the little hat on his head. I don't know the name of the hat. I'm not being disrespectful to anybody's religion and belief, but I just don't know the name of the hat. Can't nobody go tell him, you need to cut your beard off, and you need to not wear your hat on top of your head. You need to work on Saturdays just to get a job. Forget about everything you believe in and this and that. No, ain't no Jewish man going to come to tell them that. He said, no, I own my own business. I do what I want to. But as African Americans, because we don't ever build our own businesses, we have to go do what everybody else tell us to do. So that's what I wanted to come to you all to talk to you today about, can we compete? Yes, we can compete. Right now, Appliance Bootcamp, we are competing. We're at the process now. We're at the stage now where I'm actually telling people now you can actually recommend us. I'm going to actually now start doing a lot more marketing. Until I actually got this stage done where we actually had the building in place, now I'm going to start shooting my commercials in here. I got the commercials where I'm putting out. I'm going to start putting them on social media and stuff. Now I'm ready to go out here now and say, hey, I done been in the gym. I done worked out. I'm ready now. I'm in fighting shape. Now let's go out here to the masses and compete the way you should compete. And we're going to go out here and compete. And we're going to show you that you can do it. We're going to show them that our new way of training does work. And we're going to have some real nice training commercials and videos coming out. I'm going to share them with you all first. And then we're going to start pushing them out through social media and whatnot. And like I say, we're going to make a change. We're going to make a change in this. And I'm no longer going to sit back and just let people just constantly hammer us all the time. And like I say, even our African American women, they take the blunt of it. You got a man, you got a group of men that they ain't producing, they ain't really built anything. Who all they do is instead of going after people who really trying to get after them, they sit around and try to fight the women, talk about how bad the women are. The women having kids out of wedlock. Well, who they having the kids with? No, I give her more respect for sitting there raising the kid and being there when we walking off and not doing what we're supposed to do. And you got a large group of men talking about they're going overseas to get women. They don't even have enough money to get a passport. That's the sad part about it. You ain't got enough money to get a passport to go there. They say they do, but they ain't got the money to go do it. The ones that's doing it, the ones that's been in the military, then retired from the military, and here they are, they take their military pension. Instead of them coming out here building something for their people and building something for the generation behind them, they're going out tricking their money off. And they're going to trick their money off. And I'll tell you, the saddest thing in the world, and it's going to happen, they're going to see it. And I'm telling you now, the saddest thing in the world is when you see when you see a man, when he's about 70 years old, 65, 70 years old, and they whatchamacall. They ain't got no wife, no kids, no grandkids. They don't have anything, and they by themselves. And you see that a lot in the appliance repair field. You see couples or women or men who have gotten older and don't have any kids or grandkids or anything to help them. Because like they say, once a man, twice a child. You're only going to be a man for a short period of time. You're going to have somebody else feed you and wipe your butt again before you leave this earth. And if you ain't built no family, you ain't reared no kids, that's another thing too. The people who giving the advice, you're not well-rounded enough to give advice. If you're a man and you ain't been married, if you 40-some years old, you ain't reared no kids, and you're gonna try to give somebody else advice, you ain't got the wisdom to be doing that. You need to be married. You need to be reared. I ain't talking about father kids. I'm talking about reared kids, where they actually in the house with you every day when you wake up and when they go to bed. You there every day. If you do that, and then the guys to go out and want a 50-some-year-old guy telling them they want to get a 20-year-old girl. If you 50-something and you don't raise your daughter and you don't see her and her friends come to your house playing, growing up, and other parents have actually entrusted you to actually watch over their daughter as you take them to cheerleading competitions, as you take them to basketball games, as you take them to the fair. And then your daughter gets to be about 24, 25, and you looking at her friends, man, if you rear kids, your mind won't even let you go that way, because you'll think of your daughter. There's no way I can want to be with a 20-year-old girl. I'll be thinking about my daughter. I'll be thinking about my nieces and stuff. You can't do that. And that's because a lot of men ain't rearing kids. They stepping away, and they're 50-something trying to act like they 20-something. If you ain't, I've been married over 18 years. I know the hardships that comes with marriage. I know the commitment that it comes with being married and stuff. But you have to stay there. You have to stay there and take leaving off the mark. If you know the problem in our community is that because we have so many broken families and stuff like that, why are you going to get up and try to teach and minister to people and try to give wisdom to people, and you ain't got it? You need to sit down and let somebody who went out and has all that wisdom and all that knowledge to pour from to actually talk. Because you're talking still like somebody in their mid-20s that's doing that. You ain't got the life experiences to do it. If you did get married, and unfortunately sometimes it does end in divorce and whatnot, still you shouldn't be giving no relationship information. You should stay away from relationships. Trying to tell men how to get women. You don't know how to get a good woman to actually stay there. It ain't always the woman's fault. It ain't always the woman's fault. And like I say, if I'm a woman and I'm looking at the African American man right now, and he's talking all this stuff, he just ask him. We haven't even produced the sanitary napkins for our daughters. We don't have any produced underwear and bras for our daughters. How you gonna tell a woman about something? You don't even produce milk for your kids or food or anything, but yet still you want to get mad at them about it. No, it's our fault. It's our fault. And for us to stay here and to think that it's okay and cool for us to be able to walk away from the situation, she has a baby. She has to stay there and make sure that baby gets to the age where she's doing the best she can to get that baby that child to the next stage in life. And you think it's cool that you can walk off and laugh and joke at the fact that she's struggling and talk junk about her and post pictures and stuff up on her and stuff? Come on, man. That's not cool at all. And you're not out here doing this. If you was out here doing something for the kids to come through, if you think, she ain't whatchamacallit, she can't raise the kids correctly because she's a single mom and this and that. Well, you come do this. You come build this, and you take you some young kids, and you catch them and you bring them through your program and build them up. I ain't talking about go shoot no basketball on the weekends and all that bull crap. I'm talking about you take them and you mentor them and put them on the path where they can go. Or same thing with the men. If you think the men are so messed up and this and that, do the same thing. If you're whatchamacallit, if what you're doing is so well and it works so well, duplicate it. You take some men and you actually take them and duplicate yourself. Make them get the same results that you're getting. If you can take those men, and I'm doing it. Man, it makes me mad. I'm doing it. People I have never met before in my life. Never met me. Don't know anything about what I'm doing. They come down here and in 2 days. I ain't met them not one time. I see them in 2 days. In 2 days, I'm able to take what God put into me and pour it into them, and they get the same results. And I can send them out now to go out and they teaching other people. If you look at Appliance Bootcamp on Facebook group, I don't even have to do it anymore. I'm not the center of that. They've gone out and they mentoring each other now. That's what you do. You create disciples. You don't keep nobody up under you forever and ever. You bring some people in, you teach them, and you let them go, and you let them teach. Now, if something was to happen to me, if I'm the only person that knew this and knew how to teach this right here, if something happened to me, it's over with. But now, because I've actually sent out hundreds. We don't have hundreds of people come through it now. Some people now teach the stuff better than me. I'm listening. I said, "Damn, where you get that from?" Oh, you said that, man. I forgot. Some of it teaching it better than me. So now the movement is going on forever. It's about 6 or 7 people who came through Appliance Bootcamp that I could call up here anytime if I got sick and say, "Hey, I can't do it. Can y'all come up here and do it?" And they step in, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Because I've gave them my system, and that's one of the reasons I had with church. When I look at pastors and stuff, a pastor at a church for 20, 30 years, and people still going there every day, and they ain't got the same results he got. at some point in time, you have to say, what's going on? If you come to me for 20 or 30 years and I can't teach you everything that I know so you can get the same results that I know, something's wrong. Either something wrong with the teacher or I'm running a scam on you, one. And I think that's a lot what the internet is doing. The internet is just running a scam on people. They're just running scams on people and just keeping people tied in to hoping somebody else is doing worse than them. And the stuff they saying is just man, it just burned me up. That they doing that, and then they try to belittle people sometimes. If like I say, I can check all the boxes if I wanted to check the boxes. I'm college educated. I got a college degree. I worked in corporate America. I moved up to a senior test engineer, so I worked in corporate America. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an investor. And now I'm a developer. I'm developing downtown. I've been on the advisory board for universities, and that's when the advisory board. That's when you go talk to the deans and the chancellors, and you tell them how to create their curriculums. And I've done that not on the corporate board, but for my business. That was my business. I wasn't working at Nortel or some company, and they sent me out there. My business was actually sitting on. It was Sneed Electrical and Appliance that was sitting there on the board. That was my business sitting there. My business put me there. I've created entrepreneurs. The thing everybody say, each one teach one. Wherever I learn, I'm teaching to you all. I'm gentrifying. Everybody say go back and gentrify the neighborhood. I'm gentrifying the neighborhood. Everybody say pay cash. I'm showing you how to pay cash. I can check all the boxes. And I don't come up here and talk down about people and what you call to people, because you don't do that. Everybody know we hurting. Everybody, you ain't gotta. Everybody know you hurting. We're in a bad situation, and right now it's really bad. It's at the point now where if we don't make some changes in the next 10 or 15 years, we might not survive this thing. Be honest with you, because now not only you got a large segment of the population who already has wrote us off as non-producers, and now you got the people within our own group attacking us, calling us non-producers and how bad we are. And the thing about it, how they get their money, they're not creating they're getting their money by talking down to you and about your situation, and their money comes from talking down to you. And like I say, I'm whatchamacallit. I ain't got but 3,500 subscribers, and I look at theirs. They have, some of them have over 100,000, close to 100,000 subscribers, and they've been doing YouTube for years. I only been doing it 6 months, and put us up against them. Let's look what their channel has done and the people they impacted compared to what we're doing here. And like I say, this right here is not one of my normal topics, but it's one where I've been, like I said, I've been seeing this a lot, and it's actually starting to bother me. So I don't like it, and now we actually have a product. So if you out there and you see people whatchamacallit, putting us down and this and that, talking about what we can't do, this and that, just tell them, hey, go check out this channel. Look what this young man is doing. And you got 100,000 subscribers. He got for 3,000, and he kicking your butt. You can't compete with him. Show me what you don't win involved. And talking about being talking about only person in going into meetings and stuff like that. I don't care about going to no meetings. Matter of fact, I'll be honest with you. I don't have much respect for the person. If he's over 40-some years old and he's in corporate and he ain't built nothing for himself, I don't have no respect for him. Be honest with you. If that's somebody, that's a selfish man. A good man leave an inheritance for his children's children. And if he ain't built nothing for himself, he ain't had no kids, ain't reared kids properly, and whatnot. So what have he done? Selfish. So I don't have no respect for people like that. Be honest with you. I don't think they can compete with what we're doing. I don't think they can compete, not one bit. The men that we're talking to, that's coming through here, why they coming? They're walking away from good government jobs, as they would call it, jobs that they'll probably cut your throat to get. to come here to appliance repair to have their little 1 to 2 man shop because they said they want to spend more time with their kids. They tired of not being able to spend time with their kids and stuff. I respect those guys. I respect those guys, and that's what that's what we're doing. And so if you 40 some years old, never got married, never built anything for nobody else, I don't have no respect for you. Like I say, I'm not big at all in organized religion, but from what I can tell is you whatchamacallit. If you are in organized religion, God only gave you one commandment. That's be fruitful and multiply. I don't see where you being fruitful and multiplying. Cause if you're the only person that you talk about, you're the only person that got to go to these meetings and stuff. That's not being fruitful and multiplying. If I got in that meeting and I'm the only person there, you saw me. And I showed you my messages. I've been hollering for 10, 15, 20 years. I need more people like me coming to these meetings. I need more people like me helping me out in here. And whatchamacallit. And I'm begging to get people in there. Now you look, I don't multiply it now. I'm not the only person in there. I got a lot more people in there than I am. And that's what I'm saying. If you're the only person in there and you think that's something to be proud of, nah, it's not. That shows me that you might be selfish and you might be a gatekeeper and you don't want nobody else coming in there. I'm in there. I'm opening the door and telling everybody, hey, you need to come in. This is something we need to do. And I'm showing people how to get in there and do it. And that's the other thing too. Once you get to a point where you got more people in there that look like you. You got more people in there that can identify with you. Then all that stuff about cutting your hair and all that stuff goes out the window because there's just too many of y'all in there. Nobody cares anymore. But when you're the only person in there and you think you're going, you think if somebody else come in there that might look like you, you're gonna try to make them. You're the one who's gonna be more worried about their hair and stuff than anybody else. Nobody else care about that. All right. So what I'm gonna do now? That's me going over my rant. I got that out my system. Also, the other thing too, I want to kind of let everybody know, especially Ashties and stuff, how the impact we might be having. So if you somebody who's going to go to the Ashties or you're going to go to the MSA or PSA next year, if they ask you how did you hear about it, just let them know if you heard it from Appliance Bootcamp. Let them know you heard it from Appliance Bootcamp. If you heard it from Mike Check, let them know you heard it from Mike Check. If you heard it from TMM Appliance, let them know you heard it there. Because what I want to do, I want to open it up so they know there are a lot more. Let them know that YouTube is a method they can advertise through and get to reach people. Because like I say, this time I kind of opened the gate for YouTube and stuff. And at the first couple of days, I will admit, some people were a little uneasy about what you're doing with this information, where you're going to put it at. But towards the end, I got a lot of love, and people then wanted. I had a lot more people after I done the first. I want to thank Appliance Doctor too. I really appreciate that. He was the first person to step up. That first night I was there, I had asked several people, and they was like, "Nah, they didn't want to do it." Appliance Doctor, and like I say. He's on the board. He used to be on the board. I don't know if he still is, but he's like one of the board directors at PSA. And he has a magnificent company. I asked him, and he said, "Yeah, let's do it right now." So I want to give him a shout out and just tell him I really appreciate that, because after him doing that and everybody start to see the feedback, and also Miss Ward, after she done that, a lot more people then say, "Yeah, I do videos with you." A lot more people say they'll come on later to do videos. But I want to actually tell them thank you. All right, and everybody with the ABC family that was there, that went on with me Monday night, all of them always are on it. So Slick and all them, Miss Cheryl, Peter, everybody. I'm not gonna call your name, Tennessee, not yet, but as soon as you get stuff situated, we're gonna start calling your name too. I want to thank you all too, because you all always there helping out. All right, we're gonna go through the chat, and like I said, I went a little long-winded today because coming off of that high of seeing so many African American men at that at the ASTEs with their businesses and actually getting contracts and making money moves. We talking business. They had to come back this weekend and hear all this stuff talking about we can't compete and all this and that. It kind of threw me for a loop. So I had to, that was my little soapbox. I promise you, I'm gonna have more videos coming back from the ASTEs tomorrow and the rest of the week. But that was me getting that out of my system. All right. Jamal Spears, Shaman 059 saying, hey, what's up? Okay. Because we don't read, yeah, we can. Who can compete with us? Uncle Mike, what's going on? Yeah, we can compete. We can compete. All right, you're on fire. I'm taking the online courses, Mike. Thank you for the information. You're welcome. 89 Dr. Funk. Hey, how you doing, 89 Dr. Funk? Hey, Uppercase G, how you doing? Rakeem Moses. Man, with every video you upload, you making me want to come to ABC. Definitely dropping that tax money on the course. Yeah, come on out, man. It'd be life changing, man. I'll be honest with you. It'll be life changing. And like I say, it's this right here is it's open to everybody. That's another thing. It's not just African Americans. It's open to everybody. We had just about every race to come through here, and everybody's treated just like family. So it's open to everybody. All right. Happy new work week. Okay. Thanks, Jay Real. Speak on it. Maurice Anderson. Corporate America was never built for Black Americans. That is the reason why blacks are only 1%. Yeah, that's the thing. I've been wondering why you think you don't see nobody else in there but you. You just there to meet the quota and whatnot, and then to say that race doesn't have anything to do with it. No, I don't tell a lot of the stuff that goes on here, but some of the people that come to Appliance Boot Camp and been out here, they know the situations that we've had here. If they say race don't have anything to do with it, I'm just teaching people how to put a belt on a dryer, and you'll be surprised at the stuff that I get for just trying to teach somebody how to put a belt on a dryer. Lord knows if you're in corporate America trying to take a VP job that somebody think they're entitled to, what you're gonna get. Like I say, it's just crazy. All right, Black 1221-2. Mike, if a Whirlpool top load washer won't spin or go into diagnostic mode, what is likely the problem? Lid lock light just constantly flashing red. You need to count and see how many times it's flashing, and go to your error code, and it'll give you the error code. All right, fix it. Hey, Mr. O, peace and blessings. Okay. BK from the Rockies. Wow, no notification at all from the YouTube fam. Yeah, YouTube, like I said, they picking and losing winners right now. So you just know I'm going to be here Mondays at 8 and Thursday at 8. And that's when I'll be live. So if you show up at 8 o'clock on Monday or Thursday, you'll catch me. All right, Patrick Young, what's good, Mike? What's good, ABC fam? Okay. All right, Jay Real, tell him Mike Sneed. Trust Mike, he's telling the truth. Mike Sneed's truly God. All right, thanks, man. And this other thing too, I want to tell y'all, this is going to speak volumes for appliance repair business. And this happens all the time. Whenever we go to the ASTEs, we always get sharks. When I say sharks, that means you have these huge companies come in and they know there's a lot of money to be made in the appliance repair field. So when they come in and they think they're going, they say, man, I can come into this field. It's wide open. There's no licenses and stuff like that. There's a lot of money to be made. We can come in and take over this industry, and we can push these small service companies out. But they don't realize that the appliance repair field, because of the actual nature of it, that's why they can't infiltrate it and actually take over the field. What they do, they actually send their top executives. They send their VPs, their presidents. They send them out to actually try to merge in like they actually are technicians or business owners. So you'll see them in the conferences, and they'll go to all the seminars and stuff, learning about the industry. But by the time the ASTEs are over with, their spies. It's kind of like in the old days during the World War I and World War II. when other companies when other countries try to send their spies over to the U.S. didn't quite bother with their spies, because once they got to the U.S. from the country they're leaving from, they said, "Damn, this is the best place in the world. I love this place." And what happened? Their spies would actually turn on them and start telling what was going on with the other country they're leaving from, because they like the U.S. so much. Well, that's the same thing that happens with the appliance repair field. They send their sharks out there. Their sharks get there, and by the time the Ashleys are over with, their sharks are saying, "Man, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to start me an appliance repair business. This thing is good." And we had that happen with some of the sharks. At the beginning of the conference, the sharks was like some of the guys that came from appliance bootcamp. They're like, they're gonna try to take over the industry. And I was like, "Don't worry about it. They can't do it." I said, Sears tried it forever. Sears actually started A&E to actually do that, because what happened, they Lowe's and Home Depots and them and Best Buy didn't want to see Sears truck going to their customer houses. So that's why they started A&E, and they went broke, because what happened, because the field is open like this, no one person can control it. It actually has a mind of its own. And once the person goes out, once your technician goes out there and start working for you for a little while, after a year or maybe 2 years, he's gone. And you got the same problem everybody else got. You ain't got no technicians, and you got all this work, and you ain't got nobody to do it. So that's what happened. So that's why Sears just tried for a long time to say, you just fix washers and dryers, or you fix refrigerators and ranges. You do kitchen, you do laundry, but it still don't work. You can't do it. And that was one of the things too with the U.S. when that's one of the reasons why they had God knows, the Homestead Act. After the Civil War, they realized that in the North you had a bunch of small farms. It wasn't no big plantations. You had a bunch of small farms, and everybody in the small farms, everybody thought independently. It wasn't no one person. Like Appliance Bootcamp, the people who leave here, I'm not thanking for nobody. They learn, they think on their own, and they go. And the ones that keep calling me, I push them off. Say, you ain't got to call me. Do it on your own. You don't need me. What happened in the North? They had all these small farms, and the small farms, they realized they couldn't. The governments and politicians couldn't control them because they thought independently. In the South, you had these huge plantations, and with the huge plantation, most of the time the plantation owner done all the thinking and persuaded everybody, because they had to actually look for that plantation owner to actually he owned the store, he owned he owned everything. So if he wanted to do harm to you, he could do harm to you. He could make it so that you couldn't get anything to eat, you couldn't have no employment. So he could actually persuade how people act and stuff. So that's why they done the Homestead Act. They told people in the South that was working for those huge plantation owners, they say, if we give you free land and you promise not to bear arms against the United States anymore, you can go start your own farm and you become independent thinkers. And so that's what happened. And that's what that's kind of the method I'm using with Appliance Bootcamp, where I'm saying I'm not creating technicians, I'm creating independent business owners so they can think independently and do their own thing. And then I ain't got to be I ain't got worried them actually coming to me for looking for direction. And like I said, if something was to happen to me, then it can still move on, and it don't kill the movement. So, all right, that's me running on a rant again too. All right, they got some networking going on. Okay, Old Fix, Maurice Anderson. They got stuff going on. All right, Old Fix. Mike, I had to put First American and home warranty on hold. They didn't like the fact that I was making so much money. There you go. All right, hey, how you doing, Kevin Roberts? All right, CCH 1978. Hey, how you doing, man? All right. All right, Mr. O, Mike, I renegotiated my contract with Old Republic Home Company, and they got a pay raise. There you go. Way to go, man. Way to go. All right, Perry Jones checking in from South Florida. Okay. Anthony Antonizzo, third-party warranty company, the worst to do business with. Oh, Anthony Antonizzo. Is that you, Dr. Appliance? I wonder it is. Um, okay, I started my LLC. I need to get my tools. Okay. DW. Hey, Mike. ABC found I reached out to appliance repairmen to get the ball rolling on that CDOD work. Okay, way to go, man. Yeah, I had never worked with them, but I heard I heard people. I talked to one person that was working with them, and they say they were doing pretty. They liked it. It was really good. So test it out and tell us what you think. All right, Patrick Young already got my tools, multimeter and voltage tester, LLC, logo, uniforms, and business card. Okay. All right, Curtis Massenberg. I saw this on Facebook today. Your salary is the bribe they give you to forget your dream. Ironically, my wife is leaving her corporate job in 2 days to work on her business. Okay, way to go. Steve Padella. I'm still trying to get started with these warranty companies. They are slow and don't seem to like they are in a big hurry. Perhaps I haven't found a company to do a lot of business. You shouldn't have a problem in Austin. Just keep applying. You shouldn't have a problem in Austin. All right, Maurice Anderson. You are good, Uncle. I only got $100 for graduating. Okay, yeah. Now, that didn't start off like that. It didn't start off like that. No, it took time for me to build up. All right, Robert Brooks. Hey, Mike, with 3 or less techs, do we need work? As long as you have 3 or less, depending on your state, yeah, like I say, CYA, consult your attorney, consult your accountant. You should be able to waive workman's comp. It's 3 or less or 2 or less, depending on. I can't remember off the top of my head. All right. All right. Fix. I purchased the appliance repair blue book hard copy and spoke with Mr. Jack. Cash calls. Here comes Fix. There you go. Black 12 21 2. Yes, Robert, you have to provide all that for even one take. That's why Mike would rather have subs. Yeah. You can waive workman's comp if you I think it's 3 or less or 2 or less subs. All right. Okay, Clint Jackson. I've been trying to get a hold of AHS for weeks now. They was calling me before I sent the app in. Now that I sent the app in, they don't pick up the phone or call. Just give them a few minutes. They will. Segaphonic, speak that truth, sir. Okay, thanks. Good luck. They talking. There you go. All right, there you go. Fix. Mike, Roxanne from the appliance repairman contacted me after I registered with them. She asked how did I know about them. I told her Mike Sneed from the Ashley interview. Okay, there you go. Thanks. I appreciate that. All right, somebody said they close. Clint Jackson said he's close to starting with 210 and have 2 other warranty companies on his belt. Okay. Anyone else work with 210? That's Lamar Staten. Okay. Kevin Roberts. I talked with Roxanne also and told her I saw her on your YouTube video. Okay, thanks. I appreciate that. All right. That's the buffering. Okay. Mike, I'm a little skeptical to start with the third-party warranty because I have 0 tech skills. I would really hate to look like a fool at a customer house, not knowing what I'm doing. Have you taken the appliance boot camp? If you taken the appliance boot camp, you should be okay. If you do what we tell you to do, you should be okay. Okay. Let's see here. That's buffering. Fix. Dragon Queen said she signed up with 210. All right. So C Bash 44 is from the Dallas Fort Worth area. Yeah, please hit the like button. Or recommend us to a friend or somebody that you know that's looking to start their own business or just having a hard time with just making ends meet. Please recommend our business to them. And like I say, we're at the point now where it's been validated, it works. We got a state-of-the-art training facility here that we're going to be opening up in about 3 weeks. So yeah, it's going to be really good. Hey Mike, did you get a chance to speak with Appliancetology about discount? Yes. If you go to Appliancetology, and thanks for reminding me, and you sign up, they normally charge you a membership or a registration fee. I think it's about $40. For right now, that's the discount that we get. If you put in there, you put Appliance Bootcamp, or you put Mike Sneed, my name in there, they'll waive that registration or a membership fee. I think it's $39, something like that. So if you do that, you don't have to pay for the when it asks you to pay for a membership fee. or a registration fee for that $49. You can just put our name in there. They won't charge you. Okay. Um, they got something going on. Old Fix American Home Shield is not accepting any more service appliance repair technician in the Virginia area unless they've changed the rep from AHS says he's full. Okay, I'm in Louisville and I would tell you after I finish appliance boot camp and applied knowledge. Oh wow, okay, Lamar Staten, way to go, man. I'm in Louisville and I will tell you after I finished appliance boot camp and applied the knowledge, made money back 50-fold. Oh wow, thanks, man. Glad to hear that. Okay. Okay. Here you go. People like to this D daughters. People like to hear complaints with no solutions being offered. Okay, yeah, that's the truth. Um, Mike, because that's all lots of us do is talk. Okay, all right. Okay, the only thing I didn't like when I talked to Roxanne with the appliance repairman was about the service call fee. Yeah, if you were going to pay for actual leads, once you get to no, until you get to a point where you get your cash build up and you know how much you can afford to pay for actual leads, I don't recommend you actually buying leads. With that one, you can actually choose. It's not something like it's not gonna be like home advisors where they actually going out and actually sending you leads and charging you. And they sending leads to two or three people. I think with that one, if I recall right, you actually choose the leads you want. But if you was actually going out buying leads, you have to pay for leads anyway. Or if you got your website, you got to pay your SEO person. But eventually you'll get to the point with appliance repair where you won't be doing like right now. A lot of you are still doing third party warranty. But what's going to happen? Your cash calls are going to pick up, and you're going to get to a point where you're not going to be doing many cash calls and third party warranties anymore. You're going to stick to your cash calls, and that's the way it should be. It's kind of like a restaurant. If you see a lot of people out there waiting and stuff. After you eat, you need to get up and leave and let somebody else come and sit down, and you go on. Same thing with the appliance repair. After you get established and you're doing well, you shouldn't depend so much on the warranty and the third party warranty companies. You should actually move over into more cash calls and things that you have more control over your customers, and then let the newcomers take those third party warranty companies. Get up and let somebody else take that seat. And once you get your cash up and you running, you shouldn't just continue doing a bunch of third party warranty. All right, J Real, they train us to be against one another. This is why we bring each other down. Okay. Uh, Mamba mentality from here on out. We got to put the work in and get it. Plenty of work out here for there else all. Yeah, okay. Engineer appliance, manumission, Motorius manumission. Yeah, yeah, that was actually what they were doing, where you could tell on somebody and get free. All right, sound like Vimo deserves your content. Okay, thanks. All right, more than enough. We need to get network. Okay, appliance bootcamp is the key words. Algorithm messes up the screen. Oh, appliance bootcamp. It's the keyword algorithm that messes up the screen. Oh, okay. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Like I say, they whatchamacall. They playing games and trying to pick and choose winners. All right, 89 Dr. Funk. Mike negativity get clicks, man. People meditate on the negatives instead of focusing on positive. Yeah, it is, and it's easier. It's easier for me to sit back and just keep pointing my finger and laughing at folk and not trying to fix nobody. You ain't got to do no work there. Um, Proud of the success stories. Yeah, I am too, man. They're doing very well, and the reason why they're doing so well is because the people that actually come through here, they're not a lot of people who come through here. They've been trained corporate. A lot of them actually have jobs in corporate America where they actually manage maybe 20, 30, 40 people on their team, and they have and corporate America has trained them. So they have all the training that you possibly need to be a successful business owner, but they had nowhere to actually tap into and to plug that actual training that they had. Appliance Bootcamp is something they can actually take all that years of corporate training and stuff that they had, and they can actually apply and plug it into and a sale. So that's why you're seeing now with the people now, like I told them, hey, y'all do what you want to. No, it's a virus. So I can't control nobody. So you're seeing now people who coming out of corporate America, they know what needs to be done. They know this. They know the groups and stuff, and they know stuff that needs to be put in place to make sure that people coming behind them. And that's the thing too. You see these guys that's already been out and they're doing well. They're not saying they're gonna close the door and be no gatekeeper. They're trying to make the bridge wider and easier for you to come in. So that's what I like. All right. That's the buffering. Okay. Okay. They get results, Mike. It's just they are the only ones to benefit from it. Okay. Because they don't read. They cannot stand successful black people, sir. It's sad, but how can they profit from us if we don't need them? That's the Chinese, Arabs, white folks, and so we own. If we own gas station, why would they pay it? Why would we pay them? Yeah, I agree with some of that. Some of it is I think a lot of it has to do with the fact, like we're talking about, where we think other people care about how we look and how we dress and our hair. I think we put more emphasis on that than they do, and sometimes I think that we might even hold ourselves back before we even get started. Because what happens, I always say this. I say the VP. If I was the CEO of GMC, I would fire all the people in marketing because here they are. They spend billions of dollars to try to get somebody to buy their product, and they can't get nobody to buy them. They go bankrupt because won't nobody buy their cars. They made that little, what was it, the little Chevy Volt or whatever, the little electric car. All the money and all the government backing and all the benefits, they couldn't sell that mess. They couldn't give it away. But yet, I would go hire some urban African American youth. Now you go try to look for a box Chevrolet, you can't find them. It's in high demand. They cost more now than they did probably when they were brand new, because they made it cool. Everybody wants to be us, but us. If I look at any country, I see their youth trying to emulate our youth. Everybody wants to be like us, but besides us, we're the only people who don't want to embrace what we have. I don't care what country I look at or go to. I see people. I see their youth trying to be like our African American youth. Okay. Okay, the dream is real, Kevin Brown. I just left a customer house, picked up $100 on the initial diagnosis trip. The workflow is starting to hit. Okay, there you go. All right, somebody sent out the letters for the blenders. Nora Ingram, hello, ABC Mike family. Welcome back. Thanks for all the great videos by Ashley. I have a little trouble staying connected to the live chat already. Hit the like button. Okay, thanks. All right, I'm gonna go through some. It's been a little longer, so I'm gonna go through some of them. Then I'm gonna get off. All right, I'm gonna read this one. Okay, Okafor. Okay, he said once he gets started with an appliance repair business, he want to know how can he leverage his income to purchase property, cash, paid in full like you. I want to eventually invest in multifamily property. I'm showing you all of that. That's why I'm showing you this now, and then later I'm actually going to just put it in I'm just going to write it out and have directions on how to do it. So what I have to do, I have to actually show you that it's possible first. So that's why I'm documenting all the stuff that I'm doing, so you'll see how I do it. And then once I'm finished and you know that I've done it, it ain't something I'm just telling you. You say, I saw when he went there and he bought that building and the roof was falling down, and he brought these kids in here that didn't know anything, and he took those kids and actually built that building, and now it looks nice, and he paid for it cash, and it's on Main Street in a downtown, and so now I trust it. I validated myself. All right, I'm gonna go through some of these. I'm gonna get going. Okay. I'm gonna skip through some of them. Okay, BK from the Rockies said that's foundation building. That's how you build for the long run. Okay. Uh, Curtis Massenberg. Mike, if you don't mind, I would like to send you something about insurance for you to view. What is a good email to use? Be honest. Do you have an insurance agent? Take it to your insurance agent, and when you go to your insurance agent, you're paying them. So if you don't understand, they work for you. So if you don't understand what they're asking, a third party warranty company, take it to your insurance agent, sit down with them, and let them explain it to you. Stay there until you understand what's going on. That's what they're for, and they're explaining what everything means to you. Okay. Lamar Stanton, I attended the live course in August. I would have to email Mike. Okay. Okay. All right. Untamed Kango. Somebody really. Yeah. Somebody. Yeah. Somebody. Yeah. It did kind of hit a nerve with me today. It did kind of hit a nerve with me. No. If like I say, if somebody's building something, fine. But if you ain't built nothing, I don't want to hear about it. Lamar Statton, I'm retiring from military this year. I feel what he's saying. Okay. All right. Yeah. I tell everyone that is willing to listen about Appliance Bootcamp and the work you are doing, Mike. Thank you. Thank you. He gonna put his soldiers on. I appreciate that. Thanks, Kevin Roberts. Okay. They're gonna be attending this year. Oh, Jay Real, I'm going to pay for my grandson on the ABC. Okay, appreciate it. Hey, not Dr. Phone. Who made Mike mad? Laugh a lot. Mike, thanks for all you do for ABC community, bro. It's a straight game changer what you're doing. Thanks, man. It won't one person. It's been a slew of people. Like I say, you hit one whatchamacall, you hit one video, and they just keep feeding it to you. And, I think that's what's happening. It's just I don't went on overrun today, and like I said, it wouldn't be that bad if they're doing it. But you see 300, 900 people in the African American men, and they're agreeing with it. Then that's when it starts to bother me. Oh, okay. Thanks for the health insurance tips, USA, Mr. O. Okay. Oh, Larry Moore. Okay. Able and ready from, I remember from Kansas, saw you guys at Ashley. Appreciate your work, sir. Thank you. Okay, thanks, man. I remember you. J Real, okay. Mike, is there any information in reference to life insurance for, Mike, is there any information in reference to life insurance for appliance repair technicians? Talking about for your people who work for you, you can take out some term life on them. Especially if you got what we call a key man, you can do key man insurance, or you just take out a life insurance policy. If you only got like one or two techs and they were to die, it will actually put your company back because you have to actually go out there and find a new tech and all this and that. But if you actually depending on them to bring money in, you don't want to have to go through 3 or 4 months or maybe 6 months. The way it look now, trying to get a technician, I'm not getting any money. So you can actually get some insurance. So if something was to happen to your key man, it'll give you enough money to actually make it so you can actually find somebody. Hey, how you doing, Wild Williams? Okay. Nora Ingram, I have not met one teacher in my life that can compete with you, Mike. You are the only man I know that pay young ones to learn a trade that will allow them to write their own paycheck and have a business. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I had to do that. Rather than complain about them. All right, Kevin Roberts will be the next one. Okay. All right, when's the next classes? Go to Appliance Bootcamp. If somebody will type in, go to appliancebootcamp.com. That's the other thing, too. After the Ashleys, thank y'all for going to the actual website. Y'all actually crashed my website. I had a new website that we're still kind of fixing, and we started getting so much traffic going to it. They thought something had went wrong, so they actually closed it down for a couple of days after I came back from the ASTI. But yeah, if you go to appliancebootcamp.com, you can actually buy the course, and you can start learning now, and you can sign up for the day you'd like to come. Okay. Patrick Young, I know a lot of people don't want to admit it, but in some ways we have taken a few steps back since integration. Yeah, we have. I was just thinking about that. Doing integration, we had like two pro baseball leagues. African American, we had two Negro League baseball teams. Now you can't find an African American in pro baseball. And we had two leagues that and had the best players in the world in there, and our attendance was more than the Major League Baseball people. And but now you can't find an African American playing baseball. PSA will be in Florida again. Mike, will you be attending? I don't know. I don't think I'm going to PSA. I have to look and see. I've never been to MSA. I might take one time and go to MSA, but I'll definitely be at the ASTIs in San Antonio. Cole Adams, when our people did build, they came and destroyed or stole what we had. Okay. Oh yeah, rest in peace, Kobe. Yeah, that's sad. Okay, Rod, hey, how you doing? Hey, Lemmy, hey, how you doing, Lemmy? All right, yeah, it was nice meeting you too. Lemmy, he's from Tanzania. African brothers. Nora Ingle, Mike, you give free content all the time that can and does help to change people's lives financially. I refer everyone I can to your channel and tell them about ABC or what it has done. Okay, thank you. William Gordon. All right, Mike said, William, oh wow, okay. William Gordon, Mike just got my 1099 made last year, but there's no freedom. I still have Mike, I just got my 1099 made, 240K last year, but there's no freedom. I still have to answer to my company I'm contracted with and answer to DOT. Started appliance on bootcamp online, about to give this trucking up. Man, y'all running out that truck, man. There you go. Michael, welcome back. All right, thanks. All right, somebody sign up for third party one. Okay. All right, I'm going to skip through a little bit, and I'm going to get out of here. Oh, hey, what's up, DCNF Appliance? Okay, Cox, hey, ABC family, still on my journey. Still on my journey. Appreciate the new documents in the online course. Gave me more options for third-party warranty. Okay. Sparky D82. My son years ago was trying to flip a skateboard. He couldn't do it. A white kid was watching him, and he told my son, "You're black. You guys master everything. You're supposed to." He was surprised my son couldn't do it. There you go. Nora Ingle, thumbs up. Thanks, Michael Prime's Bootcamp. Yeah, I often laugh. One time I was in Boston, and this is like when I was working in corporate America. I went to Boston, and I was at like the All-Star game, and it's this bar restaurant right behind the Big Green Monster. And I remember I was in there, and I was like the only African American in there. And it was like a hip hop bar, and I'll never forget. The DJ was going around, and he was passing the mic, and people were freestyling. And I'm the only African American man in there, and I was in my early 20s then. And I'll never forget. The DJ came and he was freestyling, and then he put the mic in front of me, and I was trying to tell him I can't rap, and everybody was looking, waiting for me to spit, and I was telling them I can't rap, and everybody thought that was funny. They was with me. They was like, "What? You can't rap?" I said, "Man, I can't rap," and everybody in the club just knew that when he passed me the mic, that I was gonna freestyle, and I can't even rap. All right. Semi Newell. Hey, Mike, is the online course sufficient or do I need to attend the hands on course? It depends. If you're mechanically inclined, you can just do the online. But if once you buy the course, you can come to the hands on course if you want to, as many times as you want. And you have for the rest of your life. As we add new stuff, you can come to the hands on and you got access to the online forever too. Hey Mike, great content. Will you be doing anything in Atlanta, Georgia? No, we do everything online, or you can come to the training facility. So if you go online, you have all the online courses there. And if you need to come to the actual training facility, you can come to the training facility. Code CS. Mike, I would love to provide more feedback to you. Nothing negative, of course, but maybe some insight into the experience of online student. Okay, yeah, please do. If you are registered through the Appliance Bootcamp online, just send me an email that way, and that's gonna be the best way to get me going forward. Because, like I say, next couple of weeks we're gonna have somebody monitoring that, and they'll be reading everything. Patrick Young, right, Mike? No Negro leagues, only 20 black banks left, only a few black hospitals left, very few black hotels because we thought other folks' stuff was better than ours. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's it. I'm gonna be getting out today. Like I say, hopefully this Thursday, we have the man himself here, Mr. JT Hustle. As Wild Will says, JT Hustle. He thought he was 10 feet tall. So JT Hustle hopefully will be here either this Thursday or next week. Once he gets here, I'm going to announce the actual day we're going to have our actual open house where I want everybody to come out and celebrate. And we're going to have a good time. And if not this week, next week, I'll give y'all a quick tour of where we at with the building, where we at now. We've got the lights and stuff up, got the heating, the air working now. Actually feels real good in here. You probably heard it turning on and off. We had to make go back and make a couple of repairs to the walls, some stuff that we forgot to do. And that's the thing too, because we're doing it the first time. Some things we forgot to do, we had to do. And then I have the fire department come in probably Wednesday, and he'll show me, tell me what type of fire extinguisher I need to have, where it needs to be placed at. We should have everything done. Probably around next week, we'll have everything done in here, and I'm just waiting for the appliances to come in. So that's it. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in. If you want to learn how to start an appliance repair business from scratch, you can make over $100,000. You have the ability to make over $100,000 per year in just a short period of time. The online courses will probably take you, maybe you can do it over a weekend. And if you need to come to the actual hands-on event, the hands-on event is only a weekend. You come out here, we'll show you how to take apart and diagnose and reassemble major appliances, and show you how to go out and get contracts. We'll show you how to actually structure your money so you can do like I do, where you can actually pay cash for buildings. And show you how to start your own business, give you financial freedom. Go to appliancebootcamp.com and sign up. And that's the other thing too. Some of the people who come in sometimes they want to know if it's going to be like a college curriculum where it's like a college. No, it's nothing. It's nothing like college. If I show that people want to know, give me the actual the Rubik. Somebody asked me this weekend to write him up a Rubik so he'll know what's inside each module and this and that. I'm not going to treat it like no university. Universities right now they got it wrong. Right now they haven't made it to the time that where we're at right now. If you can't go look at the actual people who have taken the courses, we got over 100 videos here that explain the course and what's in it. If you haven't, if that's not enough to say if it fits you or not, then no, I'm not gonna go and do Rubik's and all that stuff. Just not gonna do that. I'm not gonna go down that route. Right now, like I say, I'm not even giving certificates out because I want to give you the knowledge. And that's the other thing too. Some people say, let me take the course, and if I don't like it, can I get money back guarantee? If you take the course, you got the knowledge. I can't can't come get my knowledge back. If you go to a university, like sometimes like Strayer, like they're looking at it like Strayer University or ITT, they'll go there and they say, hey, you give you 10 days free. If you don't like it, you get your money back, because they're giving you a degree. And they know if you go there in those 10 days, if you don't go and don't complete it, you're not going to get a degree. So, you didn't get anything. You got to continue to get that degree. I'm giving you the knowledge. So if you go there and you watch all the videos, you got the knowledge. You can go out and implement it. And I can't take knowledge back. That's one thing. While you get knowledge, you can't refund that back. Once you got it, you got it. So So I don't do the refunds and stuff like that. That's where we're at. And once again, like I say, I want to thank everybody who made this possible. Like I say, I'm loving this new building. I love just sitting in here, feeling the heat coming out the heated air conditioning unit. Man, I'm telling you, man, I'm just loving this thing. This right here is the journey of my life. I'm really enjoying it. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in. Keep looking for the videos. I'm bringing y'all more behind the scenes of the ASTI. I got some. I even went out and take some of the courses, so you will be seeing a seal system. As a matter of fact, in the next couple of days, I take the R600, the new R600 refrigerant. That actually is flammable, so it's a certain way you have to actually recover and actually recover and actually charge the system. I went to that course and they allowed me to cover that whole course. So I'm gonna have that whole procedure up in the next couple of days. You'll be able to see that. Once again, thank you all for tuning in, and I'll talk to you all later.